Which seed drill is the right choice? Answering this question is not easy. Of course, it should be made by Lemken. But when you have to make a decision, that's the only thing that's certain. Thorsten Müller has been using the Saphir 7 for 12 years. He farms about 350 hectares annually, and that figure is increasing every year. That surface area represents roughly 100 fields of between 0.6 and 32 hectares. They are situated all around Müller's farm, the Marienhof. He's going to need increased performance, that much is clear, but it's not an easy decision. Should he once again choose the Saphir 7, but with a larger seed hopper? Or should he risk a real step forward and move up to the compact solitaire drill combination? For the Marienhof, this would be a high-end product. But let's let the practitioners and experts answer these questions. We asked Regional Sales Director Mike Pepler to pay a visit to Thorsten Müller at his farm. Remember? This is one of the first Saphir models I sold you back in 2001. That's 12 years ago. How many hectares do you cultivate each year? About 350 to 400 hectares, including grain and rapeseed. We've been very satisfied with the Saphir, so I thought I would trade it in for a new one. Okay, but the new Saphir has changed a lot since then. Now you can get one with a bigger seed hopper. But let me tell you a little bit about the compact solitaire. The volume of the seed tank is 3 times bigger. I have an idea. Tomorrow morning I'll come by with the machines and operators. We'll demonstrate them for you and we can compare the two systems. What do you think? Sure, let's try that. Okay, we'll be here at 7 a.m. ready to go. Our farm has grown a lot in recent years, so we're looking for a more powerful seed drill that can handle a higher capacity, if possible, in the 3-meter range. Of course, it should offer the same drilling quality and dependability as the old machine. I can relate to Thorsten's situation. From our side, I'll strongly recommend that he choose the compact solitaire. The large seed hopper, additional tire packer, and trail design give it a much greater capacity. Because there are long distances between the different fields, not having to refill the seed tank after just 6 hectares would be an important advantage. Compared to the older model Thorsten Müller has been using, the 3,500-liter hopper of the compact solitaire offers 4 times greater capacity. But let's wait and see. Wow, Mike, you're right on time. Morning, Thorsten. As promised, both machines are here and ready to go. I'm very curious. Before the competition gets underway, both machines are filled. Mike Pepler hasn't just brought the machines with him. Operators have come along too. Max Wilmsen-Schreuder knows the compact solitaire like the back of his hand. Its 3,500-liter seed tank is full just as fast as the 1,100-liter hopper on the Saphir. While Max calibrates the compact solitaire, operator Tobias Donats prepares his Saphir. Naturally, the farmer is happy to show them the areas that need to be drilled. About 20 hectares each, and Lemken is doing the job. Who wouldn't be happy? And they're off. Thorsten Müller closely examines the compact solitaire's performance. What about sowing depth, seed distribution, soil coverage? The seeding pattern is perfect. On Müller's farm, the first step is always to seed a headland 21 meters wide. That's suitable for his Lemken Albatross with 33-meter boom. After that, the area in between is drilled. The compact solitaire has plenty of room to turn quickly. And how is Tobias doing? He has also laid out a broad headland. But because the Saphir is so maneuverable, he doesn't need to go all the way to the end. He's running the Saphir at 10 miles per hour, just like the compact solitaire. Going faster wouldn't be a problem, but today, seeding quality is just as important as speed, especially since the fields are unfamiliar to the respective operators. At the moment, both competitors seem to be doing equally well. But then, after about 6 hectares, Tobias has to make his first pit stop. Fortunately, this time, the farm buildings aren't 5 kilometers away. Nevertheless, refilling the tank does take time. And the compact solitaire? It keeps drilling and drilling and drilling. The drill combination has already moved onto the next field, and there's still plenty of seed in the seed hopper. Slowly but surely, the compact solitaire is gaining the upper hand. Our observers are impressed. It must have covered 15 hectares already. Maybe even more. The Saphir's next field is also around 6 hectares, but it's laid out differently. On these short stretches, its excellent maneuverability gives it a clear advantage. Thorsten Müller is curious about how the Saphir is doing. How's it going, Tobias? Pretty good. I've got about 10 hectares done. I think in this little corner the Saphir has an edge. I think so too. It can turn on a dime. Shall we check the tank? Ah, there's still some seed left. That should be enough for 2 more hectares. We can finish that corner. My Saphir would be empty already. This one holds more. 300 liters more. Exactly the amount you would need. Okay, back to work. The remaining seed is more than enough to complete the second field. After that, the tank is completely empty. Tobias has to head back in for another refill. After 2 fields and a total of 12 hectares, the Saphir is trailing considerably. Refilling costs him more precious time, even though Tobias is hurrying. Meanwhile, the compact solitaire has moved on to the 3rd field and has already completed nearly 20 hectares. If all goes well, Max will be finished by 6 p.m. For Tobias, an end to the day's work is nowhere in sight. He now realizes that he is losing ground, and not because the Saphir is less powerful. It's because the time required for driving and refilling are reducing his overall performance. Oh well, we'll check in with Tobias again later. Meanwhile, Max is back and has finished the job. So Max, what's the reading on your counter? 22.4 hectares. What do you say to that? Sensational. I never would have expected that. Now you have something to think about. Finally, Saphir has completed the 22 hectares and Tobias can call it a day. He makes his way back to the Marienhof about 2 hours later than Max. Both machines feature the finest Lemken seeding technology. Parallelogram-mounted double-disc coulters, the Zircon 10 for an ideal seedbed, and above all, maximum dependability and precision. Nevertheless, nothing beats the 3,500-liter seed hopper on the compact solitaire. It means that each day, the operator can drill up to 4 more hectares, or get off work 2 hours earlier. This is true even when drilling lots of smaller fields, as on Thorsten Müller's farm. For Thorsten Müller, the advantages are clear: a 20% greater drilling capacity, or more time for his wife, family, and dog.